Ron Stuckey, and I am an Assistant Manager of National Accounts here at QMotion Advanced Shading Systems. So who we are, just a little bit about us. We were founded by Willis Mullet back in 2010. He was the owner of Wayne Dalton Garage Corporation. They were a leading manufacturer of garage doors in the United States. So he sold that company, and he kind of brought the garage door thinking over to the shading industry, and I'll explain that a little bit more. He has over 200 patents in his name, so pretty much everything that we do kind of goes through him, and our company just kind of focuses on bringing kind of a revolutionary new product to the shading market. So the QMotion difference, a couple things that make us different in terms of our products. Very simple installation, no wires, so it has a very retrofit for customers who don't want to kind of have a lot of battery packs or wires or anything hanging out of their shades. We do offer that. Very, very easy to program. Industry-leading half-inch light gaps, the smallest light gaps for the motorized shades in the market. Our closest competition is 3/4 inch. We have a manual override feature on our shades, which allows you to tug the shade, and it will either go to the next intermediate position or it will go all the way up, just depending on the type of tug that you give it. That is a huge thing because you can't do that with anyone else's shades. It does not strip the motor or hurt the shade. It is made so that you're able to do that. The patented counterbalance system is kind of where the garage door thinking came into play, meaning that what we do is we have springs and a motor that work together. When the shade's going down, it's pretty much gravity that's doing most of the work, and when it's going up, the springs are doing a lot of the lifting, which in turn causes the motor to not have to work as hard, which gives you long-lasting batteries. We have up to a 3 to 5 year battery life on our shades. The first one I'll talk about is our battery-powered roller shades. Very easy battery change. The batteries are inside of the tube for our shades, so all the customer has to do to be able to access them is to pull the shade down all of the way to expose the tube. And on the very front of it, there will be a battery cap that they can just pop off, change out the batteries, put the new ones in, and put the cap back on. Very easy to do. Again, no cords or wires if you're doing the battery-powered shade. A very quiet operation to it. That's kind of the counterbalance system working there. That's allowing the shade to move very slowly and quietly. 3 to 8 standard alkaline D-cell batteries is what this one takes, just normal off-the-shelf batteries. We actually don't recommend lithium batteries with our battery-powered shades that take the D-cell batteries. What happens is those tend to pull actually too much power, so just the normal alkaline ones are what you use with this. Only shade that offers the batteries actually inside of the shade tube. The minimum width for this is 22.5 inches, and the minimum height is 12 inches. And then we can go up to 12 foot by 12 foot, which is 144 by 144 inches with these. We have come out with an even smaller battery-powered shade. So it has the same features as the normal D-cell battery-powered shades. The only difference with these is that now wherever the D-cell battery was, we have a battery pack that holds 3 AA batteries, and then there are no springs in the tube. Still no cords or wires, the same quiet operation. The battery change is also the same. You can go as small as 15.5 inches in width with this, and then the 12-inch height is still the same. The maximum width for the AA battery shade is 22 inches because past that, then you're going to jump up to the D-cell battery-powered shade. And then the maximum height for this is going to be 96 inches. If you go past that, when you have such a narrow shade, what's going to happen is it will start to telescope. So for these ones, we can go as small as 15.5 inches for battery powered, and then we can go up to 12 feet with them, the 144 inches. With the AA battery ones, we do ship with the alkaline batteries. Since these are so small and it's just 3 of these AA ones, you can use lithium batteries. With these, they're actually preferred with the smaller shades. You can get about a 1 to a 1.5 year battery life out of the normal alkaline battery powered, the normal alkaline AA batteries, but if you use the lithium, you can get up to 2 years. The Q Advanced fascia is the fascia we use with our battery powered and our low voltage shades. This can go up to 12 foot in width. This is going to be what other people also know as a valance. So this comes in 5 standard colors that we offer: black, bronze, sand, white, and silver. And you can also fabric wrap it up to 120 inches, so 10 feet, just depending on the type of fabric. It is a very easy installation. We sell with fascia brackets that hold the shade, and then the fascia simply just snaps right on there. It also has the light blocking wool pile on the top of it to kind of help block out any additional light that may come in. And it also ships with decorative end caps. Next is our cassette shade. This is kind of an alternative for customers who may not want the square fascia. They may want kind of the cassette feature to it, and this is also an all-in-one product. The shade already ships within the cassette system. We offer this front cover in the silver, bronze, black, sand, and white. And it's available with a fabric wrap bottom bar, but you can only paint the front cover. This comes up to 8 feet, so 96 inches. It is only available as standard roll, and you can get it as battery powered, not low voltage. So low voltage is the next one. If you have your customer who maybe does not want to deal with changing their batteries out, or their house is already pre-wired for low voltage, we do offer that as well. We have about a 500-foot wiring range with an 18-gauge wire. They are a 24-volt DC input. We offer it with a single shade, a 4-shade, and a 16-shade distribution power supply. Has a 24-inch wire lead that comes out of it. The minimum width for the low voltage shades is 17.5 inches, and then the minimum height is again 12, and then you can also go up to 144 by 144 inches with the low voltage like you can with the battery powered. The reason we're able to go so large with our shades is because of that counterbalance system. For the different fabrics that we offer over 300 different colors of fabrics. We offer screen fabrics, decorative fabrics, and blackout fabrics. The screen fabrics are kind of fabrics that serve a purpose, as I like to say. So if you have customers worried about energy efficiency, the screen fabric would probably be the best one for you to go for. Or if they're worried about UV protection for fading of artwork or furniture or floors, the screen fabric is really good for helping with that. Decorative fabric is more of an interior designer type of thing. It has more prints, more options for you to choose from look-wise, whereas screen fabrics are more of a basic kind of a weave pattern in basic colors. And then the blackout fabrics are what most people will use for their media rooms or their TV rooms or bedrooms, wherever they want to be able to block out the light coming into the room completely. We have different certifications on our fabrics as well. PVC free is for, some people used to think that the PVC would leak harmful toxins into the air. So if you have anybody who is worried about the PVC free or PVC and they do request the PVC free, you can see them on the back of the fabric cards in our fabric books. Green Guard certified is if you're doing any type of a shading system within, I know a school and a hospital for sure you have to have a Green Guard certified fabric. So these have just been tested to show that they emit low emissions of volatile organic compounds into the air. All of these are found on the back of the cards. You would see this little green stamp here to show you if that fabric is Green Guard certified. The fire rating, obviously, if you're doing any type of a commercial project, they do require a certain type of a fire rating. Again, you can find those on the back of the cards as well. The honeycomb system, this is just for people. Some people prefer the honeycomb or the cellular shades, as they're also known as compared to the roller shades. The cellular shades are probably the best that you could use for energy efficiency because of the way that they're made. What happens is light or the air gets trapped within the cells of the shade itself, and then they get released very slowly into the room. So actually during the summer what happens is it's helping to trap the heat before it enters the room, so your air conditioning is not having to work as hard. And then during the winter, whenever your heater is on, it kind of does it in reverse. So it traps the heat into the room, and then it gets released very slowly outside so that your heater is not having to work as hard during the winter. Again, we have the same 3 to 5 year battery life with our honeycomb shades. The batteries are inside of the headrail, very easy to access. You just pop off the headrail and they're right there. The light gaps with these are even smaller with 1/4 inch on each side. We have over 200 different fabric options and 9 different colors of the bottom bar and headrail. Still the same manual override feature with it, the same one that you have with the roller shades. Give it a small tug, it'll go to the next intermediate position, or if you give it over an inch, it'll go all the way up. The minimum width for the honeycomb shades is 20 inches and the minimum height is 12 inches. The maximum width is 120 inches and the maximum height is 96 inches. So you can go up to 10 foot by 8 foot with this one. And then next is our motorized drapery rods. These are fairly new on the market. It's a very cool system if you've ever seen it. What we do is we have these grooves that are in our drapery rod that allow it to operate. We have driver rings that attach to these grooves so that when it's activated, it does a rotation, and the driver rings that are attached to the tube are what allow it to open and close the way that it does. It is battery operated using our standard off-the-shelf alkaline batteries, just like our other products. We have 2 different sizes. We have a 1.5 inch and a 2 inch diameter drapery rod. The batteries are able to be changed without removing drapery panels. It has a remote control operation, and we kind of like to incorporate the same manual feature with all of our products. So for this one, we have wands that are on the drapery rod, and what happens is if you walk up, you just tap on the drapery rod with the wand, and the vibration is what sets it off. It will either open or close whenever you give it that tap. That touch activation can be disabled from the remote so that people can't do it if you don't want them to, and then it can be re-enabled later on if you need it to. We do offer 6 different finials with it. However, if your customer has a certain type of a finial they'd like to use, we do offer a finial adapter that allows for the variety of different finials that utilize the wood screw style installation. The different sizes, 4 feet is the minimum for both size drapery rods. For the 1.5 inch, you can go up to 9 feet, which is 108 inches, doing a left or a right draw. And for the 2 inch drapery rod, you can go up to 11 feet, which is 132 inches, doing the left or right draw. Past that, if you want to do a center draw, you have to have a center support. You can go up to 12 feet or 144 inches with the 1.5 inch, and you can go up to 14 feet, which is 168 inches with the 2 inch. The 6 different colors that we offer for these are going to be classic silver, satin nickel, black, oil rub bronze, white, and brushed silver, which you can see here. All of our hardware, basically whenever you order it, will all be that color. However, you have the option to kind of mix and match if you want to do that. These are the 6 different finials that we offer. The first 2 is the round elevated and then the square stepped. Both of those are available in all 6 of those colors. Then we have the classic round ball and the button end cap. Those are also available in the 6 colors. The spiral cage is only available in the black and bronze color, and then the cube is available in the classic silver, brushed silver, and satin nickel. Next is our controls and automation. So we offer 2 different types of controls for our roller shades and our honeycombs. We have a single channel remote, which is this bottom right one right here. We also call it the 5-button remote. You can program as many shades as you want to one channel. It can control as many of them as you need it to. You have the up button and the down button, and then the 25, 50, and 75%. Those intermediate positions are automatically set based off of wherever your lower limit is. However, you do have the option to program those to be at a different spot if needed. We get about a 30 to a 50-foot range with this remote. And the next one is our multi-channel remote. You have channels 1 through 6, and channel 7 is an all button. So all shades that are programmed on channels 1 through 6 will work on channel 7. You can do up to 6 individual groups, and then again, you can program as many shades as you want to each channel. It has the same up, 25, 50, 75%, and down buttons. It's also got LED feedback and a motion sensor, so if you just give it a little shake, it would light up to tell you which zone it's on. And this has about the same 30 to 50-foot range to it as well. Next is the QConnect. This is a big thing for people. This is what allows us to integrate into the home automation systems. This has approximately a 50-foot range to it. It has an up button and a down button, and then it also has 15 channels on it. So you can program up to 15 different groups on here if needed, or 15 different shades. You can also daisy chain up to 15 of the QConnects together so that you can get more channels if needed. It has the 9-volt DC power supply or the power over Cat5. Internal setup battery, meaning that it works just like a normal remote when it's unplugged from the control system. And it communicates via the RS-232, 485, or the dry contact. The 6 partners that we currently have the drivers written for right now are Align, URC, Control4, Vantage, Savant, and RTI. Coming in January, we actually will be switching to Zigbee 2 ways. So what's going to happen is this QConnect and this QSync are going to become one device together. The 2-way system is very big for people. That's something that they've been waiting for us. So if you do a lot of Control4 or whatnot, what's going to happen is you actually won't even need one of these modules when you get the shades, because Control4 is a native of Zigbee. It's actually going to just communicate with the Control4 system automatically. The QSync right now is what we currently have to access the app on your phone to be able to control our shades. So what you do is you purchase the QSync and set it up to your router, and then you download the QMotion app on your phone. And from there, you're able to control the shades from your phone. You can set different groups, and you can also set different scenes on it. And then again, when we come out in January with the 2-way system, the QSync and the QConnect are kind of going to become one device together. So if you guys are interested in being a QMotion dealer, the basic thing you can do is you can contact me. My email is dstecky@qmotionshades.com. Or our Vice President of Sales and Marketing is Jean Demestri, gdemestri@qmotionshades.com. We have 3 different levels of dealers. We have a gold, a silver, and a bronze. So when you contact us, we will get you in touch with the territory sales manager in your area, and we can kind of go from there to get you set up as a dealer with us. We are having a promotion for anybody who signs up as an AIN dealer. If you sign up and place an order by December 31st, you'll get a 10% discount off of that entire order. And if you need any more information, you can contact us at qmotionshades.com. Otherwise, does anybody have any questions for me?